So I'm going to be living out of a single suitcase for the better part of a year. Why? Well, because I'm going to be traveling around the world, and I've got to put everything that I own into this little 28-inch square rectangle of plastic luggage. Hi, I'm Rick Higgins, and yes, I am about to bring my entire world, everything that I own and need, on an around the world journey. Why am I doing that, you ask? Well, I just turned 60 last year, this year, some year, and I decided to quit my job, hop on a whole bunch of planes, and just wander in random directions. Where? I don't know. I know we're starting somewhere in South America, but after that, I just needed to break away and go actually live my frickin' life. And in order to do that, I've got to bring things, you know, clothing, toiletries, shoes, all the necessities of life. They really hate it when you walk around naked in other countries. Yeah, I'm just saying. Okay, here's the thing. There is a lowest common denominator when you're flying around the world. I'm not just going to be taking one airline for 10 days somewhere and coming back. In that case, it would be really easy. I know exactly what their weight limitations and size limitations would be. And also, I could pack 7 or 10 days worth of clothing inside of a suitcase and just come home and wash it. But no, I'm going to be on dozens of different airlines, and every single one that I could possibly fly, the smallest one is 40 pounds, 28 inches. This thing right here is, well, this is my life. Everything that I own. Can you even see me over there? Everything that I own has to go in here, because this is going into the belly of the beast, into the belly of the airplane. And I hope they don't lose it, because literally, this is everything that I own. I know, you're allowed to carry more than one piece of luggage onto an airplane. And yeah, I've got my little teeny Isn't This Cute purse that I can actually bring on to the plane with me. That's my personal item. And yes, I have a carry-on. My God, this thing is heavy. And this is it. But you know what? Everything inside here is camera gear, production gear. This is my new YouTube studio. We got drones, we got cameras, lights, microphones, cables, oh, you name it, it is in here. So yeah, I'm having to pack my entire life into a bag that's probably going to wind up in Istanbul when I'm actually in Colombia, so that I can film these things for you. So when this stuff gets lost, it might be your fault. Okay, I'm not going to list every single thing out that I'm putting in my suitcase, because that would be boring, but I am going to tell you the whys and the hows that I can put everything I need for a year plus into that single green thing over there. Now, for starters, I'm only carrying 2 pairs of shoes, and the ones I'm wearing, which are always my little colorful Crocs. But basically, you got 1 pair for hiking. I can't get my shoe on. You got 1 pair for hiking, 1 pair for everyday use, and 1 pair just because they're comfortable. And honestly, do you really need more than that many shoes? A lot of this is just basically the same pair of pants and basically the same shirt. The key to traveling light is to always sort of mix and match the same basic colors, the same basic outfits, because then you don't have to decide anything when you wake up in the morning. I also highly recommend getting these compression bags. Now, these aren't the vacuum kind. They're like big cubes, and you stuff them up, and then by the time you zip them up, they just squish down and take up a little less space. But also, the clothing you need to bring are very lightweight. Now, I hope that you can see these pants here. I've done the video on them before. They're Columbia hiking pants. Go shopping at the hiking store. Shirts that are quick wicking and easy drying, because if you've only got 3 outfits, 3 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of shorts, 3 whatever, you're going to be washing them in the sink. You're not going to the laundromat. You're not coming home after 7 days and washing them in your own washer dryer. Get the stuff that washes easy, dries quick, and that way you can just walk around with a minimum number of these things. Let's take a quick moment to acknowledge the elephant in the room, and that's actually the room, the studio. Did you know this is the last time you will see me ever in this studio? Because from now on, I'm going to be walking around with a selfie camera thing pointing at me. I'm not going to have the luxury of preset lighting and microphones hanging in front of my face. No, 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 no. But this is not actually a cause for sadness. Yeah, I love my studio, and yeah, I'm going to miss it. It's a cause for celebration, though, because from here on out, instead of just flipping on a couple light switches and enjoying the comfortable, I get to challenge myself a little bit and be, well, uncomfortable. And believe it or not, that's a good thing. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about, and this is very important, the last things that I put in my suitcase are things that I can't get elsewhere. Now, I've done a lot of traveling abroad. I know that there are brands that I just can't find anywhere. For instance, you know, my beard, it's bone white. I look like Santa Claus albino version. I need beard dye. Obviously, I kind of need some now. I can't find it. I lived in Spain for months and months and months. They don't sell just for men beard dye. It's in here. So what I've got are the spares, all of the things that I know I'm gonna want that I know I'm not gonna be able to find. And another thing, somewhere in one of these, and I don't know which one, I've got a year's worth of medication. Yeah, I'm of that age where I actually got to take a couple daily meds, and I'm not going to tell you what they are because that's a little too personal. But honestly, I've spent the last 6 months, well, basically stockpiling, getting as many of these things as I can, and I've got 1 solid year of my meds stuffed. Actually, they're sort of split between the bags. So bring the things that you absolutely need. You're gonna find a lot. I mean, yeah, I've got antiperspirant in here because I happen to like that brand. I know I can find it elsewhere, but if you are attached to something, then leave a little room in your bag for these things as well. Yeah, I'm gonna miss this studio. I'm gonna miss it a lot. And I know you're saying, but Rick, why don't you just come back to Miami and jump back in the studio in a year or so? Well, we don't know if we're coming back to Miami, to tell you the truth. Okay, here's the thing. I know I want to spend about a year just sort of wandering the globe, but after that, we're not entirely sure what we're gonna be doing. Some rough plans, and see, this is my side of it. This is what I wanted to do with Around the World. Nikki wants to go convert a van or a shuttle bus or a school bus or something, and then wander around the Americas or wherever else we can get the damn bus. We're also talking about buying a big plot of land somewhere out in the middle of frickin' nowhere in Northern California and using that as a home base and building a tiny home. So the short answer is I don't know where we're gonna be. And even if we did come back here to Miami, you know, honestly, life moves forward. And so the studio, even if I came back into this very room, I'm gonna have to change it. I'm gonna have to do something different. So studio, it's been fun. Thank you so very much. And well, I'm not gonna miss you all that much, to tell you the truth. And that, my friends, is it from Miami. It is it from my beloved studio, my little blue lit room. But you probably have questions. Rick, why are you even doing this? I didn't really explain that a lot in the beginning of the video, but the one that's popping up all around your head right now is going to explain what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and you can decide if I'm crazy or not. But go ahead, click on that, give it a watch, subscribe if you haven't, and as always, be healthy, be happy, and we'll see you real soon. Because in less than a week, I'm getting on an airplane.